back to the Rev Report. My name is Lucas, and today I'll be showcasing to you, no, not a European car. You did not guess it this time, but it's Japanese, so it's far from European, and it's a Nissan. This one, it's a Maxima, and it's got this badge. Some of you might know what this badge means, but others don't, and I'm here to show the others what this badge means. Stay tuned to see its interior, exterior, special features of the Maxima 350 Ti. So to start, one really cool feature this car has, see this button? Press it, car unlocks. So it actually beeps when the key's outside of the car and the car's running, and you can actually lock it when you get out of the car too while it's running. This is the interior of the Maxima. Pretty spacious. Nissan was sophisticated enough to give us the smart key. Leave it in there. Let's try to lock the car. So it actually detects when the key's inside the car. How smart is this system? So other features the Maxima has. So you open the center console. It's got these buttons, which are heated seats for the Maxima. So you can go low or high. It's also got automatic running headlights. It's got the touch screen as well as a bunch of buttons to control the screen. It's actually pretty useful. It's got navigation system. It's also got dual zone climate control and AUX system. This is how you connect your AUX. I'll show you now. So this is the cord, and this is where you actually plug in your cables. So you can only plug it in through the RCA components, RCA converter to AUX to auxiliary input. Yes. And you actually have to put them in the different colors. So white goes in white and then yellow goes in red. It's also got a sunroof, sunglass holder right here. One impractical thing about this car is it only has door pockets at the front doors, and they are so narrow. I'm not joking. Like you can't fit a bottle here. I'll demonstrate now. You cannot fit it. You cannot fit a damn bottle in this seat. Like, oh my gosh. Anyway, it's got reading lights at the back on each side. Pay attention to where my legs are. Turn on the engine. Seat was inwards and outwards when you turn on and off the car. Open up the bonnet. So this has got the VQ35DE engine. I believe it's tuned to 185 impressive kilowatts of power and 330 Newton meters of torque, all going to the front wheels. And boy, does it sound good and does it feel smooth. Beautiful engine this. So it's, as you can see, it's horizontally mounted, which is called a transverse mount in technical terms, and it's naturally aspirated 3.5 litre V6. This engine has been around for quite some time. I believe from the mid 2000s this engine has been around in Nissans and also in various other cars such as the Infinitis and the Nissan Skyline G35. It gets normal halogen headlights. The facelift model, so J32 series from 2011 or 2012 onwards, get the bi-xenon headlights with LED running headlamps, daytime running lights. This also gets fog lights, headlight washers. It's got 17-inch alloy wheels. I believe these alloy wheels are standard in all the Maxima models. This one also has a nice duck spoiler as well. It's also got rear parking sensors. It's also got a reversing camera, and because of the condition of this car, sometimes the camera works, sometimes it doesn't. It's got LED tail lights, halogen reverse and indicators as well. Exhausts are nicely tucked in underneath the car on each side, and boy does it have an exhaust note. Take a listen. The steering wheel is really nicely laid out, very intuitive. Cruise control functions are actually on the steering wheel as buttons. So you can turn on the cruise control from the steering wheel in front of you. You can change the speed of the cruise control through this lever here, It's not pressable like this one is. This is very good infotainment system for its age. It's actually got a touchscreen, surprisingly. I actually found this out about a week after I had this car. I did not know it was touchscreen because it just doesn't look like it, you know? So if we go in the map, it actually becomes a touchscreen here. You just tap it. Actually, you can, you know, do all sorts of things with this screen, and it's great. Another thing that you can see through the screen is the climate control functions. So whenever you make a change in the climate controls, you can actually see it pop up on the screen. So as you can see, I'm gonna turn it on. Actually turns on and comes up here. How cool is that? And we can adjust the temperature as well through here. It's just great. AC runs cold as, which is what you really need in an Australian summer. And yeah, instrument cluster is very simple in its layout. You can change the screen of that small screen right in the middle under the speedometer, outside temperature, settings, liters per 100 kilometers. Yep, so as you can see, mileage isn't really this car's thing, although it does do 600 kilometers to the tank roughly. So not bad for a 3.5 litre V6, and this is why this engine is just miraculous, really. It's also got a glove box here, DVD player. It's got a bunch of receipts, logbook history right here, because as you may have noticed, this car does have some kilometers on it. 258,000 to be exact. So yeah, it's still running and I love it. It's also got a night mode for the screen as well. This actually changes depending on the situation of the lights. So if the lights turn on automatically, the screen will change to night mode. It's kind of dumb, especially when you're in a tunnel, so it changes automatically, and I just don't see how they couldn't just, you know, separate the navigation screen to the lights. I don't know. Unfortunately, it doesn't have automatic wipers, although it does have this intermittent function with the wipers, and it's really easy to just dab the wipers stalk, just like really, it's really light and it just works once. Sometimes you might need that. And also a little specific thing to this car, you turn up the volume, it goes whoop whoop. Sometimes it turns up, sometimes it goes down. It just has its own mind. Don't ask me why, that's how it is. Yeah, it's got some storage here. This is the 6-speed continuously variable transmission, the CVT, Xtronic gearbox. Another feature this car has is electric mirrors, as I'll demonstrate. So, press this button. How cool is that? Unfortunately though, they are not automatic, so whenever you lock the car, unlock the car, once you start it, you'd have to open them again using the button. So they're not actually automatically opening once you turn on the car, for example. So yeah. And a special feature about the memory seats, you don't actually have to hold the memory number. One, I actually don't have to press it and it's moving for me. So yeah, and there's a light that actually blinks whilst it's setting it to let you know that it's moving the seat. This function also does not work when the car is in any other gear, such as reverse. Doesn't work. Seat isn't moving. Doesn't work in, I'm not sure if it works in neutral. Nope, doesn't work in neutral. It does not work in drive either. Only in park does it work. And it's quite fast. Yeah. So some of these features you do not see in German cars, and it's very surprising. Apart from the front wheel drive and CVT business, bar Audi, No, Audi have CVT as well, and front wheel drives, unfortunately. Anyway, moving on. A special feature in the 350 Ti, not sure if the 350 STS has it, is the Bose sound system. So, yeah, it's pretty special. Pretty good, I say, but there's so many rattles going around. And this is the view of the cabin from back here. Pretty nice, eh? I would not complain of the view sitting back here in the rear seats. Now, let's go take it for a drive. Yes, it's pretty quick from the get-go. The steering wheel shape really helps as well in cornering. Is it just me, or is this engine just super smooth? Smooth as butter. Really is. As you can see, bless the camera. Thank you all for watching. Please go like, share, subscribe, and comment on this video your thoughts. And I hope to see you all in the next one.